What to do? It's your boy Pit Money, Pit Millie, Pit Motion, and we back at it again for another night theory once again. Now I know what y'all thinking. Oh man, Pit Money, Pit Millie, Pit Motion. Where you been for the past 2 months? You been going since June, man. That was grits. That was flaw. You was flaw what you did. You know what I'm saying? You really flaked out on us. Nah, I didn't flake out. You know what I'm saying? I just really need some personal time for myself. Cause my schedule really, I wasn't really good with my schedule. I was really bad on my time management, and freaking my work life did get leaked into my personal life. I ain't gonna lie with you. So that got into the mix, as well as my art. I was a little inconsistent with my art, as y'all seen, as well as my theories, as y'all seen before. So these 2 months, I'm gonna make sure to get it right, to improve. You guys will see improvement. You guys will see better results, as I continue making these videos. You know what I'm saying? So on top of that, we got a new upgrade. You know what I'm saying? We got the little laptop. We got the laptop. So now y'all be able to see whatever, or I'll be able to navigate a little better through my pictures as I explain my theories. Yeah, pretty much. So this is a bigger step for me, as well as for y'all, to get a better understanding, or better information. Oh, my bad. Better information. So I really hope for the support. I love the support. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the advice. Whoever watches it, whoever comments on it, or whoever's just interested in this, I appreciate y'all. I just ask that you continue to do what y'all continue to doing. And shoot, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Today's theory is, what if cake was made from cross-contamination? Make sure y'all follow the Instagram on the top left, TikTok on the bottom right. Alright? So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright, so our big question: what if cake was made from cross-contamination? Now, first we gotta find the definition of cross-contamination. What is cross-contamination? I'm glad you asked. Cross-contamination, you feel me? The transfer of bacteria from one surface or object to another. I'm gonna say it again. The transfer of bacteria from one surface or object to another. Maybe just transfer of germs, transfer of bad bacteria, because there's a lot of different bacteria. It's supposed to be an easy lesson. Easy lesson. You feel me? Easy lesson. So bad bacteria. All right, germs. So boom. Now, of course, why is the person in the infirmary? I'm gonna explain to you pretty much. Of course, if you do eat food that is cross-contaminated, that can be cross-contaminated, you end up here. And yeah, you might get your stomach pumped, or cut up, whatever, a little something light, And I don't pray on anyone's downfall of this, but you might end up on the stretcher. I ain't gonna lie with you. If you do eat some food poisoning, you know what I'm saying? But easy lesson. So, on to the next one. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Okay. Now, the ingredients for the cake. All right, so boom. We got eggs, we got flour, we got milk. Now, yeah, we got eggs, flour, milk, butter, sugar. You know what I'm saying? We're not even gonna say milk. We're just gonna say milk. It's supposed to be an easy lesson. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. These ingredients will be the sauce, the blueprint, the foundation, the formula. You know what I'm saying? The formula that y'all need to know in order to lock in. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to lock in. I'm telling y'all. I'm giving y'all the formula, giving y'all the blueprint. Y'all need to lock in. Now, y'all probably thinking to yourselves, right? Y'all probably thinking, okay, well, freaking P Money, I know the goddamn formula. All right, I know what the definition is. What's that got to do with cross-contamination? What's that got to do? I'm confused right now. I'm still confused, man. I don't know what to do. Now, hold on. I got you. You feel me? I got you. That's why the Professor YN is here to help y'all out. I'm going to break it down to you. So, boom. Now, eggs, milk. Now, milk comes from a lot of different things. That's why I got these sources right here. horses, cows, birds, sheep, goats, people. We could be using we could be using horses. We could use we could be using milk for the horses, for the birds, for the from the sheeps, from the goats, from the goddamn people, woman. Yeah, yeah, that's what I meant by woman. You know what I'm saying? Females, cause y'all do make milk. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a bean. Y'all make milk. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make breast milk. You know what I'm saying? That's a source of milk. That's a type of milk. Birds make crop milk, of course, from their yeah, their throats. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, their throats. Horses type of milk, foals. So yeah, but it's supposed to be an easy lesson. Um, I ain't gonna go too much in this. We ain't gonna go too much into the different types of milk. We ain't gonna too much into it. But we could be drinking milk from these different types of sources. It doesn't have to be a cow. It can be goat, it can be sheep, it can be either one of these. You know what I'm saying? It could be either one of these. That's why I'm saying, it could be close to that, cross contamination. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell y'all to lock in. So I'm telling y'all to lock in. You know what I'm saying? Not cross contamination yet. But I'm still telling y'all to lock in. Now I'm gonna give y'all the sauce. Hold on. Alright, so boom. Cross contamination. Now, eggs. Now, how would you know if the eggs are good or bad? Now, I got you. Boom. So, we got floating the eggs. So, one egg is floating, one egg is in the bottom. All right. So, if an egg's on the bottom, of course, it's a good egg. Pretty much. I've done this before. I've ate eggs before. So, y'all already know. Now, if the egg is floating, rises up to the surface, you know what I'm saying? That bit is bad. You know what I'm saying? It's bad. It's a bad egg. You got to throw it out. Now, you know what I'm saying? This scenario could happen. Now, they could have done this. They could have done to where the egg was floating and they could have put it into the, into the goddamn bowl or to the ingredients. You know what I'm saying? With the milk. Now, I know it just comes out of the person, not the person, but the source's body. You know what I'm saying? But what if it was from an external source? You feel me? Now, what do you mean by that? Now, let's say, boom, udders, you squirting out milk from the cow. You getting the milk from the cow's udders. But what if the person didn't wash his hands? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? With the same thing as the goat. You know what I'm saying? Or the female goat. Female goat makes milk. What if the person hasn't washed his hand? What if the person, he or she or they, haven't washed their hands? Dirty, infected. You see me? Sheep, the same thing. Birds, yeah, maybe. I don't know too much about that. But females, y'all do breast milk. Baby breast milk. You know what I'm saying? Saliva. We could be drinking baby saliva. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? We could be drinking baby saliva. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense. This makes sense though. That's why I'm telling y'all to lock in once again. I'm telling y'all to lock in. You feel me? Telling y'all to lock in. Alright, so boom. One more. I got one more. So, after we know all of that, after we found out what that is, it goes to the source. We go to the source. Now, boom. This is probably the final test before it gets shipped off or before it gets approved. Now, this is the FDA. FDA stands for Food and Drug Administration. But we ain't even gonna say that. This is the taste testers. Because I know something, it has to be edible. You know what I'm saying? It has to be edible for the citizens, for the people. This is what they do. This is what the FDA does. This is Gordon Ramsay in this bit. I'm telling you, there's gotta be taste testers. There has to be taste testers. Because if there is not, they won't know if it's edible. Ain't no way they gonna ship the bit. Ain't no way they shipping it without tasting it, making sure it's edible. You know what I'm saying? So the FDA, there's gotta be at least a taste tester. I ain't gonna say no big bag. You know what I'm saying? Those are two different things. That's a huge dichotomy. You feel me? Dichotomy. I know that's a big word, but it's a huge dichotomy. So boom, that would be the next step. You see the cake, you know what I'm saying? You see the cake. Oh, did a little good job, you know what I'm saying? Did a little good job with the cake, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Now, yeah, FDA, this is the taste tester. And, you know what I'm saying, if it does get approved, you know what I'm saying, if the FDA is not careful enough, bam, infected food, you know what I'm saying, or food made through the cross contamination, you know what I'm saying, through the infected eggs or the infected milk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how much y'all got. If I'm not sure if that made a little more sense, but yes. Now all these processes, you know what I'm saying? Now, what I said before, all of these processes that I said before, all these things that hold on. Now, the things that I said before about the eggs being infected, the being bad, or the milk being bad, or the milk being bad by someone's hands being dirty, and bacteria transfer from one surface to another, one object to another, as we said before. You know what I'm saying? As we said before, the definition. You feel me? The definition. You feel me? As we said before, you know what I'm saying? So boom. If they're not careful, then yes, it would be made through cross contamination and people will eat it, and hopefully they won't end up like my man's Chester over here. Well, not Chester, but you know, we just gonna call him Chester, you know what I'm saying? I use Chester a lot, but we gonna call him my man Chester. So yeah. What else? But I'm just telling y'all gotta lock in with me. Y'all gotta lock in. This will go over your heads if you don't lock in with me. Y'all have to lock in. Y'all gotta understand this. Now, boom. just make sure y'all understand this. I broke this down to the T. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a lot of information. I know this is gonna be a long video, but hopefully I explain it to where it is simple or it is easy. If not, then I could try to make a part 2. I could try to. I know it's gonna be a little too long, but for the people that are interested or just truly intrigued into this video, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I got you. So boom. If the process is not careful up until this point, or if the FDA, you know, the pretty much the boss of it, or the final boss, the taste tester, because there's got to be a taste tester to make sure it's edible, you feel me, eatable, you know what I'm saying? If they're not careful, then yes, cake can be made through cross-contamination. This is my theory of, this is my explanation of how can cake be made from cross-contamination. Y'all see the picture? Y'all like the picture? You know what I'm saying? Food for thought. So, this concludes my theory, or this concludes the end of my theory. I hope this was food for thought. I hope y'all enjoyed this lesson, and I hope y'all learned something from this lesson. Until then, it's your boy Pit, Money Pit, Millie Pit, Motion, and I'm out. Peace.